trying to make friendly with the Iraqis, going over to the villages and trying to gain their will, I guess you could say, make them. And it's better to be like that, because then if oftentimes some of the terrorists were rubbing them the wrong way, coming to their community, threatening them if they would comply with us and everything, and they didn't like that, so maybe sometimes they give us some useful information to go with. And I love playing with the kids. I mean, the kids, for the most part, they're brought in this shitty situation, and maybe you could give them candy or whatever else from your MREs, and you're away from home and your friends and family and everything, and you can only, hang out at the base, smoking and joking with your buddies so long before it feels pretty good to just hang out with the kid, and a lot of times the Iraqi, teenagers or whatever else will be working on the base, and under surveillance. They had like jobs that can help us out with taking out trash and stuff like that, and working in the dining facility, and it helps boost the morale if you're kind to them, and maybe you can exchange stories where else. So you actually get to make some friends over there, being Iraqi or whatever else.
We went to the city and found where there's a freezer, we bought it from the guy in the city. So they get some money and currency flowing into credit, our money. And that's how you make friends with them. Next thing you know, that guy might be saying, hey, that guy's from Syria, he's not from around here, and he's been out digging holes and stuff. It's like, oh. It's like, that guy, you just bought a freezer from him, but then he became one of your allies, one of your assets to figure out what's going on in the city. And we do that. We used to go shopping, we called it. And you just kind of, squatters and stuff, they'd get some money from the CO, there's like company fund or whatever they call it, for working with the people in the city. And we just go downtown, buy like a rug, or buy something, nothing really important, but it just got like friendly interactions with Iraqis and stuff. And I think that's why Tikrit was controlled so well. It's because, a lot of them were on our side. The only people who really had problems with it were like Iranians and Syrians and stuff like that. They come in from somewhere else, some other country, not Iraq. The Iraqis worked pretty well with us.
Basically, when we go on patrol, you'd be on patrol maybe 12 hours, at a time. So, as much as we like to burn fuel in America, driving around for 12 solid hours does get old. So we would, you want to make a rapport with the people that, of course, that's what you got to do there. And, win their hearts and minds. Is that what? So we would do it. I don't like just drive around people's neighborhood like a big tough guy. I'd like to think I'm a nice personal person, and especially when you're in a different country, you want to be able to share different cultures and ideals and let them know you're not just a big bad man from America. So a lot of the time we get down and we'd walk through the neighborhoods, and we would talk to the locals there and maybe find out who the sheik was, and then find out how their kind of government works in that local area, or their chain of command. And usually what we'd come across is that a sheik or maybe a priest, not a priest, but a priest in their eyes, would be the kind of leader of the community. And then from there you talk to him and get his views and ideas, and then just go mingle through the villages and get to know the people. So a lot of times we'd just go up to a house and they'd invite us in for tea, and we'd just sit down and they'd give us tea. Basically their lifestyle is the same as ours when you break it down to the very smallest elements. They just want a safe place to live at night, and provide for their kids, and make sure their stomachs are full and that their glasses are full of water or milk, and basically I guess that's what we want here in America, rather than all the materialistic things. But they're just as nice. If a stranger came into your house, majority of people would offer them a drink or to sit down or something like that. The same with them, they'd offer us inside, and we'd sit down, and if they had the TV or a soccer game on, we'd watch TV with them for a little bit. We'd usually have a interpreter with us just so we could communicate back and forth. So we would basically speak through him. A lot of times we would just go out on top of their roof and just drink tea, or they sleep outside or on the roofs majority of the time over there because it's so hot. And those are the coolest spots, and a lot of times we just sit outside in a circle and drink tea and communicate and talk about basic life things like how your family doing, and what do you think about this soccer team and things. And if there's something we could do to help not being such a nuisance in their neighborhood, because they're constantly hounded with Humvees and helicopters flying in and out, and the majority of the people know that we're there to try to help them, but you know, even anywhere that would just get old and annoying and upsetting, and even indirectly upsetting if you constantly had some guy from a different country driving by your door every night. You know, I'd be a little pissed off, you know. But really nice people, and we got along very well with the majority of them, and a lot of laughs with a lot of them and things of that nature. So we had a good rapport in the neighborhood I was in, I'd have to say.